suppose my biggest musical influence was an album called Leftism by Left Field, which was really innovative because it mixed a range of world music materials with electronic sounds and involved a real community, a real group of musicians, a variety of musicians, and did so in a really passionate and involving way, mixing more upbeat and I guess more ambient, chilled out materials. And that was a real touchstone for this album, to have a similar sort of musical exploration and try and do something as good as that album. The creative process on our album Breathe in Love by this group ElectricSufi mixed the three traditions of the musicians involved. So Sarah's background is as a Sufi, so that brought in the idea of love, both secular and sacred love. So Sufism kind of explores that boundary between the love of deity or of the cosmos with love between humans, human love. So that was one element. And then Mina's background is also mixed. It mixes two things. It mixes Coptic beliefs and traditions as well as Arabic music and Arabic musical traditions. So that Egyptian mixture of Coptic and Arabic influences comes together, as well as a wealth of other world music instrumentation. And then for myself, I guess there's a background between a more humanistic approach and the spiritualities you find in electronic dance music cultures, especially the ideas of plur, peace, love, unity and respect, which is the core of that community. So syncretism is overall our creative approach, which is the blending of a number of cultural and meaningful influences. And that's what we were trying to achieve. Not just a simple fusion, chucking stuff together, but really integrating those ideas and building them into one kind of living tradition. Our musical process was complicated. We started off with Sarah singing some traditional Sufi songs to a click and to a drone. And then I took that away and added electronic sounds, and Mina added instrumental world music instrument layers. And having done that, we removed the original Sufi lyrics because they had text from the Quran, which wasn't really appropriate. And we added new vocals, which drew upon lots of ancient traditions from ancient Christian chant from the medieval era, and also Arabic poetry. And then also we wrote some new songs in English and used ghazals, which is a Pakistani tradition, to add lyrics. And Sarah kind of weaved the vocals around all those different ideas. And then, having recorded all those different parts, I kind of took the parts that Sarah and Mina wrote and kind of almost remixed them and rearranged them into a new piece. So it was quite a fluid, multi-layered approach, which I think you can hear in the music. I'd say well-being is at the heart of what we do in ElectricSufi. And what does well-being mean? To me, there are two approaches to life: fear or love. And for me, and I think for our group, everything we do tries to follow the way of love, not the way of fear. There's two ways you can respond to things: optimistically or pessimistically, theory X or theory Y. And we try to take the optimistic, culturally optimistic approach. And for us, that's the way and the route to well-being. Our music, I guess, is quite serious in that it mixes Sufism and cultural fusion and ancient poetry and medieval chants from Christian saints. But it's also chill out music. It's also music there, as well as to address climate change and environmental issues, to provide a space for people to connect with themselves, to relax after a long and pressured day, focusing on the day-to-day stresses of work, and get away from that in this music. And I think we're trying to create space to think and to engage with these issues, but also just space to be yourself and to connect with yourself and connect to us and to other communities by listening to the music and getting lost in it, finding that those moments of special time where you drift away and kind of connect to something that you can't quite explain. So I hope you manage to do that through our music.
Vivificando.